Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play EU4, Imperial Italy. We are currently in a war against Bohemia to force them to accept Catholicism as opposed to Protestantism, just to take down one more heretic prince from inside the HRE. Between episodes, I put my diplomats to work, just sucking up to some princes and things. We will have to, of course, pull one back once we... when we need to negotiate peace. But that's not going to be for quite some time, actually. That is, okay, an actual overkill of cannons. Although not that much, because we need 25. Yeah, we don't really have that much of an overkill. But most importantly, both forts are being sieged with the +5 cannon bonus, which is good. And this is not a place that actually matters. No, let's not do that. That's going to be an awkward path. I just want to win this siege so that we won't get as attrition, because this will be friendly territory. Okay, no need to call in any allies. We're obviously winning. I'm going to ignore Brunswick here, at least for now. Maybe we'll get to them after. Depends on what the war score things are, but other than maybe taking some money, there's nothing I need from those guys. And don't get me wrong, money is good, but it's not the end of the world. All right, may as well siege a few more things, deny them some maintenance. They might have to disband some of their army if they start going bankrupt. On the other hand, well, and I suppose since we are at full maintenance anyway, we may as well siege these places out. How much? 27 bucks worth of loot. That's pretty good. Which, although we're not going to get that much because we're just going to occupy it soon. So I guess we get some of its income instead. One way or another, it's all good. Anyway, these are all actually being occupied by Württemberg, which is a little bit annoying. Most likely, it should flip to me once I take possession of some territory. Certainly, the war goal will come to us. I mean, A, we're leading the siege, but they should flip the war goal to me regardless. And they're just not giving me these provinces because we don't have anything adjacent. Württemberg is unlikely to actually want this. Not that it actually matters. I'm not going to take any provinces one way or another, almost certainly. I did get a fair amount of aggressive expansion taking Milan, even though they weren't part of the HRE. It's still going to upset people a wee bit. Holstein declares war on Scandinavia. Everyone's kicking the snot out of Scandinavia because they're like 8,000 bucks in debt and have no army. So they can't build an army because they can't afford an army and they don't have an army. So all these little provinces, Riga, Holstein, Denmark, Denmark here actually, this is Denmark, are declaring war on Scandinavia and trying to blow them apart. Sure, you can have military access Holstein, that's fine. Win a little skirmish there. I'm going to just group those up. You can reduce attrition by making sure your armies are grouped with someone who has maneuver, because maneuver drops down attrition, or gives you a higher supply cap. But I think if you've got a split army, it's kind of wonky. Pretty sure that's right. I might be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure we've seen that. And I think that's how it's supposed to work. Okay, no, I'm going to hold off on that. I do want this, but we need the Diplo points to negotiate peace, most likely. Anyway, there's no rush, because it's only Diplo rep. It's not like an extra relationship, so it's not going to give us any more, effectively any more Diplo points. Okay, it'd still be nice to go and maybe grab Brunswick as a bonus. But then we'd get attrition soaking them up, so let's not bother with that. Let's move into position here so we can reinforce and defend a few ways. We have Navarra, which was the most expensive of the Milanese provinces we took last time. And all the others are about to pop as well. That is wonderful. Austria's deciding to insult me. That's fine. Are you going to attack me for reals? For realsies? It's actually a little bit annoying because... what is this? This is only grassland as well. Is there a chance of a river crossing? Do you have a river crossing to Urs? No, so there's going to be no modifier whatsoever. Because we're going to have to lift these sieges. Or at least, you know, lift most of the siege. I probably won't reset it, because we've made some progress. But I'll have to detach as big of an army as I can. I think we will take this encounter, though. Wait for them to get locked, and then we'll move in. Hopefully we do okay. So they are locked now. Detach. Boot. Go. Just adding a bunch of cannons. Which makes sense because of the way that it likes to split the sieges. Tell you what, I'm going to split this one in half instead to get a slightly more balanced composition. Hit the boot and go. And then you're going to go back there. And then when this battle is done, you're going to go back to there. That path. You got enough front line? Oh yeah, you got a lot of infantry. What you don't have is cannons, actually. So, you know what? Just detach cannons then. That's fine. Just throw in more cannons. Alright. So the front line should hold for a little while. Sucks not to have the modifiers in our favor. There we go. So now we have almost 2-to-1 numbers, more cannons, and actually more cavalry as well, which is quite helpful. And I would take equal losses, but in fact we're inflicting greater losses, which is great. It's greater to inflict greater losses. And again, we will beat them. Now, one nice thing is if we did go and take Brunswick, then they wouldn't be able to... we'd be able to stack wipe them finally, which would be a nice thing. But we'll take what we can get. Let's put our cannons back over here to get our siege properly back up. Yeah, just stand around. That's going to be fine. Actually, why don't you go and just pop this sucker. Boom. There we go. Merge up, merge up. We still have the 5. Here we only have the 3. So we need 20 artillery. We're rocking 13. Oh, we only have 14 stack. Actually, something got a little derped up then. Because here we only need 25. Once we get a reinforcement tick, that'll be okay. Maybe we never had as much. Or no, we had other troops here. That's what was going on. Someone else had some cannons sitting in Prague. Well, we should go up to at least a 4. Austria declares war on Hungary. That's good. And we get the siege bonus here too from our leader. There we go. So we've got at least a +4 to our siege rolls. That's going to be good enough. Don't attach to this unit anymore. Or maybe we do. So that we can go and defend. I don't know. We're alright. So, yes, I still don't need to call in any allies. So we still have them around for another offensive war. For example, if we want to declare war on France. Which we do have a CB for. So that might be nice. Oh yeah, I forget we have all this land. It would actually be nice to, continue to expand it. Every time we go to a war with Bohemia, just take another little chunklet of it. But, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Cut back on the AE. Well, I don't know. Oh, rebels over here. Well, we're going to slaughter them pretty easily. Because if I'm going to, spend my meager admin power taking or coring stuff, I'd rather take it from, say, France or something. So I think that's what's going to happen. All right, we've got Prague, which was the war goal. I guess we may as well wait for this battle to end. I guess we may as well move to Brunswick. Could you maybe not get as badly attritioned? No. Okay. How about that way? There. And just stand there in the hills. That's going to be fine, thank you. They might be willing to peace out now, although we should be able to get more. Oh, we don't have a diplomat right now. Sucking up to just random princes. We have 52 more, 50 more. Here. We'll pull back this one from Hainaut. Hainaut's never going to like me because apparently they're French. And I'm, of course, Italian. Let's keep our troops just standing around for a sec here. And yeah, we might be able to get 100% war score out of a peace deal with them. So, we could just vassalize them. I'm not going to do that. 73 for the force religion. That's pretty substantial. We can't get them to release nations. We could release treaties, but who cares about that? They could revoke their core and thing. We may as well cost me nothing. And then take all their money, which is that. So we can really get 100% of what we want right now. Oh, no, that's without war reparations. So hold on. We'll come back to you when we can get war reparations then. So we're not going to have time to siege out Brunswick. Not with their huge fort level. It's just not going to happen. Can I move directly from both of these? Yeah, so if they want to attack me here, I will take it. Seems like a hell of a waste of manpower on both on our behalves. Speaking of, oh, you don't have your 25 artillery. I forgot about that. Oh, you need a reinforcement tick. Tell you what, let me go and just throw an extra cannon your way to ensure that you've got your full bonus. Oh, you're not even coming to me. Okay. But just to ensure that you got the full siege bonus. You're going to try to re-siege Prague. That's not going to happen. Well, no, it shouldn't. Hopefully it won't. I have no desire to attack them. There we go. So it's still only 89% war score because we don't have Brunswick, but they will renounce their claim over here, which is just gravy. It's free, what the hell. 10% war reparations, become Catholic. Give me all your money. No aggressive expansion from this. It'll cost me 0 diplomatic power. That's wonderful. And yeah, I think I'm good with not even taking a province. I mean, I could. I could do this. But I don't think it actually helps us that much. And the A will be directly against people that I sort of care about. Although, no, we're close to a coalition. What's this province looking like? What does it border? What's the relevance? Borders Hungary. Which already borders. It borders Moravia, which is actually supposed to be part of the HRE. So that's something to be said about that. It's only grain. 27 development. Which is nice, although dealing with rebels over there is always a pain in the butt. I guess if we can take something, we may as well. What the hell? Okay. Send the man. Oh, we'll probably have to convert that province as well. Yeah, that's starting to get a little bit annoying. Wow, that is a very expensive coring cost. We can convert them pretty fast, though. I guess we'll do that. And then we probably want to stand nearby with a pretty big army, actually. I still have most of my big army over here. That should be okay. That's actually all my army. We need to let our manpower recharge. We can go ahead and bring down our maintenance, though, because they're not actually sitting in a bad province. I'm not going to bring it all the way down because I want to slowly reinforce. Because none of these provinces actually have any unrest. Here there is, especially while we're converting, but we can go ahead and wait on that. Okay. Again, I want to grab the Diplo idea. I may as well grab this now. More Diplo rep, which has a big boost to our diplomatic situation. And then, yeah, I'm going to wait on military tech rather than a military idea. Although the military ideas do make the military tech cheaper. God, that bonus siege ability is nice. I just don't want to fall behind. I don't know. Like, when is the next military tactics? Level 30. Combat width 28. Does anything big happen at 24? It looks like the answer is no. New cannon? Well, 24 is this. It's 25 is the question. So we get a cannon at 25. Is that basically the only thing that happens at 25? And don't get me wrong, new cannons are pretty damn strong. But since we don't have to worry about rushing to a new cannon, I actually will go down my offensive ideas because this will make the future tech cheaper. So we may as well do this. Since they're not an immediate benefit, we can just invest in that later on. Yes, we can't core that yet. Also, we can't core it because we're converting it. So, game, don't be silly. Sure, Riga will give you access rights. That's fine. And yeah, we want to let our manpower recharge. Now, financially, we are making money. I could, and I think will, swap you out. Yeah, maybe we'll leave you there because I do want to pay off the loan at some point, right? I'm thinking cheaper advisors. But honestly, kind of like what we have. Avignon. You sort of want to separate, although not for some time. No one's on the verge of popping. We have to be careful because our army is not in our main blob over here. We can get enough access rights to get through, but in the meantime, it might be a little bit annoying. But our relationships are all very strong. Very happy with them. Oh, hey, Nut, I'm going to go and work on just improving relations with you a little bit more. Again, just trying to keep the princes in my favor. So we don't have internal peace anymore. But there are only 2 heretic princes left. So from going from 3 to 2 princes, it dropped the imperial authority loss by 0.01. So presumably with 1 heretic prince, it'll still be 0.01. It's kind of weird. I guess it's not rounded down the same way as the number of provinces. So even though Hungary owns a piece of the HRE, it actually is not an issue. We could try to create some more princes, but I think we're in pretty good shape here. So the next thing will be an external war so that I can add more provinces to the HRE, which actually I can do. I forgot to do that because all the Milan territory was not in the HRE. So right now we got 28 imperial authority, 29, come on, 30, this one's a big one, 32. Plus, I think there's a rounding that happens. 33. Boom. I mean, there's no penalty for me adding these to the HRE, so I may as well. Everything here is part of it. Right? An elector. That's what's going on there. And these are specifically the Emperor. So purple for the Emperor. So there's no missing colors here. Switzerland, are you not in the HRE? You're actually not a member of the HRE. So people wouldn't be quite as pissed if I declared war against you. And then added the territory. That's going to be something to consider. We need to bring Savoie into the HRE, though, for this keep France out of Italy bonus, which I missed out on last time. Okay. 3 years. 0.6. It's the, who are these? Protestant zealots that I'm a little more concerned with. And yet, it's still going to be 4 years there. Pen is backed by the sword. Envoy travel time for the next 10 years is dropped. It's handy. Doesn't actually matter that much, but, I mean, I can't complain. So we've got some papal influence points that we could put in. It might actually be worth dropping the interest. Because the interest is not a small thing. I guess if we go here, the 3% interest, I mean, we'd be able to drop our monthly amounts by a little bit. Well, actually, if it's a 1% drop and it's 3% right now, we're going to be dropping a third of our price over here. So it's going to be worth like a couple of gold per month? Really? I mean, I could save points for legitimacy and prestige, but we're good right now. Okay, let's try that. Since we're not going to repay for a while anyway. Maybe wait until the end of the month for that to recalculate. Hope it's not just new loans. Yeah, look at that. Okay, all right. I've been ignoring that, but apparently we can save quite a bit of cash doing that, which is good. May as well do it. Again, the papal influence points are good for a lot of things. But that's not a bad use of them. And we're still charging them up. And we've got most of the other effects were already in use, right? And again, right now our legitimacy and prestige is capped. We've got a strong claim from our heir. The one modifier we want to make sure to maintain is the one that gives us the +1 Diplo rep, because that's really handy to make sure we stay elected, which right now we're still good. Diviet is having internal conflicts. Boo-hoo for them. And conversions are happening over here. I don't remember. Can you convert faster if you've got friendly troops in the area? I don't want them there because normally I don't want rebels popping on top of my low maintenance dudes. Is there any modifier for this? No. I mean, I know I'm not at high maintenance, but I should still see like a little token number. And there's nothing. We're slowly reinforcing. So it looks like Hungary is being destroyed by the Ottomans. The hungry Ottomans that are continuing to grow. We're definitely going to have to do something about these guys soon. It would be nice to pay off that loan. So how much would it cost now to repay it? Still 3 grand, it says. So, because I would also like to build my army back up. But I guess I'll leave things as is. Although, again, I want my Imperial authority. And to do that, I need to take over territory. Who are you allied with? Hungary, which is not going to join. Mexico and Navarre, who are irrelevant. You know what? We're going to do this. Let me go ahead and save a little bit of money. That way. Can't core you yet. But we're going to prep for a war against France. Can I? Oh, I can. Because this is my vassal. This is my ally. And then it's my land. Oh, that's really, really handy. Let's just wait, actually. To cause these guys to split up a bit. You're going to end up, not in the mountains, because it's going to kill our maintenance. I guess you can go, like, all the way down to the coast. Yeah, you go to Provence. Okay, that should be enough space. So then you're going to go down to Dragungenen, or whatever it's called. And then we're going to wait and give you a bit more space here, too. And you're going to go down here. So because we didn't call in our allies in our offensive war against Bohemia, we're going to have them for France, especially Spain over here. They're currently they're not in a war, which is good. Hopefully they don't have any, hopefully they don't have any debt. Let's go and see what would happen right now if we were going to try to declare war on France. What would happen? This might lead to a coalition, but I don't know. The people would... So we have a truce. How much longer? Holy crap! For 6 more years? Well, obviously that's not happening. Huh. England and the Ottomans. I can't believe Austria is allied to the Ottomans. That is so disappointing. It might be interesting if they get a shared border over here. We could just go and finish off Naples, which I think might be the thing to do. Annoying for Poland to jump in, though. And they're currently winning that war. And Russia wouldn't jump in? Fighting another war, and you have a truce with Naples. God, that is a giant war. So who started this? Austrian conquest of Poznan. Let's click on Austria. Son of a bitch! France is actually fighting Austria, and give them access if they asked for it. Actually, Austria might be in a big, big piece of trouble here. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of allies joining in there. But you're already fighting that. How's your war score? When did this start? How do I find that out? Relations. Current wars? No. When did this war start? And is this the same one? Okay, so the Ottomans aren't actually in the war against Hungary. Hungary is being destroyed by multiple people. So they're going to peace out soon. So this war that Austria is currently in isn't going to last for that long. I don't think we jump in on them. What about Switzerland? I don't have a CB against them. Let's go and fabricate that claim. They're not in the HRE. So I guess mostly we're going to wait 6 years, which will give us a chance to recharge our manpower, but it'll be 6 years in a war against France. That'll be the next big satisfying thing. And Naples? Poland's kind of annoying there, having Poland want to jump in. Who else are you allied with? Sardinia. Can I declare war on Sardinia? And they're allied to Spain. Huh. I guess France is able to walk through my territory just because of the various relationships going on. Diplomatic move. Gain power or have Burgundy like me more. I don't care what Burgundy thinks of me. I'll just gain the power. Actually, Burgundy might be another good place to attack. Aragon, Munster, Frankfurt. I don't have a CB. Let's fabricate one. On Burgundy itself. There we go. Again, we're looking to push up our Holy Roman Empire authority by adding more provinces to the HRE. No diplomat. Maybe Provence? You're allied with Poland as well. So we'll get basically no war score from taking Provence, or from taking Nice over here. It's got no fort. I mean, it's capital or whatever, but all the territory belonging to Poland would be factored against there. And yeah, they're crushing that war, so that's not going to slow anything down. Damn. That's very annoying. No wars for me. Be nice if the HRE was in, like, internal peace. Aragon. What are you looking like? Portugal, Provence, Burgundy. Now that might be the way to do it. Because I could take these guys. Portugal's not as small as you might think, because they do have a bunch of stuff there. Fabricate all the claims. Give us options. I mean, again, we don't have our full manpower yet, and of course people are nice enough to get themselves attrition. At least they're going to split up here. So we don't have to rush, in a sense, although we are less than 100 years to the end of the game. I don't think we are going to pull this off. We probably could have done it faster early on. I mean, don't get me wrong, Italy is, you know, nice and powerful. We really have to add a lot of territory to the HRV very quickly to start passing these damn laws. I want to get this, because that'll eliminate a source of negative Diplo power. Although we're only at 8 of 6, we were at 9 of 6 for a long time. And in fact, 10 of 6 for a long time, too. Be nice to get that resolved completely. Mecklenburg is a march, and I have no intention of ever changing that. Italian Colombia doesn't actually use a relationship slot. So that's good. Yeah, maybe Aragon. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll put a cut in here. War is coming, don't get me wrong. It's just a question of finding the exact right target. I guess we're fabricating over here. Yeah, Switzerland is a great target. Almost certainly we'll just do Switzerland when that hits. We'll have to figure out what we want to do at that point. Can't core yet? Oh, I have the points, but we were doing the missionary thing. Right. When's the missionary going to finish? Should be any second now. All right, well, that'll have to wait until next episode. Thank you very much for watching, folks. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.